Hey, school traffic. Oh yeah, the first day of school back, and I'm gonna turn this off, or I'm gonna get a flag from YouTube for playing copyrighted music, even though it's what's on my radio, which to me is retarded. Like, the algorithm can't ascertain what happens to be background noise. I never understood that part of the algorithm. That I think that part of YouTube's kind of stupid. I get the copyright thing. So we were watching the weather last night because my part of Texas, the ground is very hard and flat. So, and we're at a high altitude. We're higher here in elevation than Las Vegas, which, if you can believe that. So it's one of those situations that if we get precipitation, it doesn't go anywhere like it would in Houston or Louisiana. The ground doesn't absorb anything, and you wind up with this big kerfuffle of, good morning, coffee. You wind up with this big kerfuffle of freezing rain and ice and snow. We never get a lot of accumulation, but it turns everything to absolute garbage. Like, I'd rather have a foot of snow than what we get out here. But surprisingly, we were watching the weather radar last night, and like, I guess the weather hits the Davis Mountains, which run through El Paso, and it breaks up. So, hey, good morning, Vision. And no worries, Coffee. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the mods who come in and do a lot of work to help me out on the channel. Hey, good morning, Dawn. But the weather broke, and it went below us and above us, which is kind of funny. So south of us, like Austin, Fort Stockton, all these places south, pretty much across the state from west to east, are getting freezing rain and ice. And to the north, they're getting snow and sleet and freezing rain. And the roads have becoming garbage, and we just have clouds. Our wind chill here is it's not minus yet. Our temperatures are 26, but our wind chill, again, the mountains, this the flip side of the mountains, it breaks up the precipitation. Hey, Daryl. But it is effing cold out. It breaks up that precipitation. Unfortunately, it accelerates the wind, right? Because the wind speeds up going through the mountains. And so our wind chill is 13 out here. I did catch the old cat. I put food out, and his dumbass came. Fortunately, he's old, and this may be his last winter with us, so I'm kind of sad about that. Although technically he should have been dead like years ago anyway. He's been clipped by a car, attacked by multiple dogs, fought a possum. Man, this cat lived a full life. I think, he didn't get 9 lives. He got like 11.5 or something. But I think he's ready to retire. So I got to talk to the vet this weekend. But you give your critters the best life they can. But anyway, I did catch him. So he was in the garage, and the garage is finished. And I have a mini split in the garage. So we were able to keep it, nice, and it wasn't freezing in there. It was nice. So his old butt got warm. The young cat ran off because it's an idiot. And I was like, fine, go be with the coyotes, pendeja. So, pendeja was running away from coyotes all night, I'm sure. She showed up this morning, so clearly they didn't catch her. I think she's found other houses to get food from. Hey, Ghost. Hey, Prepper Book Club. What's going on, Daryl? So, we missed the precipitation. And what's funny, I can see the clouds to the south and to the north. Dallas, they're saying Dallas is supposed to get a foot of snow. And I know Dallas is better prepared for snow than like Houston is, because it happens more frequently to them. But I don't know, a foot of snow plus freezing rain on the ground is going to suck. Honestly, I bet Vision and a lot of you who live up north could agree with me, because I lived by the Great Lakes for years. I would rather have snow and deal with just the quantity of snow than to have frozen roads and frozen shit. where the liquid hits, it melts and then freezes. Because I think that's so much more difficult to deal with, and it's a lot more dangerous trying to get through. And then people, you know, my part of Texas, because of all the work going on, they're opening a carbon capture plant out here now. Like literally pulling excess carbon out of the air and sequestering it somehow. So we've got people from all over the country, California, Denver, LA, Bakersfield, all the way to Pittsburgh. Got folks from Chicago coming down, especially the truckers from the old, the Rust Belt have come down because there's work here and they pay well. And you need to yield, dingy. That's how a traffic circle works. Some of these folks not so bright. And so you have all these different driving styles and not everyone's used to this. Hey, good morning, Teresa. How are you? So, yeah, so we so far missed the precipitation. It is super cold and the wind is up. I tried to throw a drone up yesterday and my Snapton drone could not handle the wind. It was trying to stabilize and my video's like jig, 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 jig. I didn't throw the KF up in the air. The KF is a big drone. It's probably weighs about 2 pounds by itself, and it tends to handle the wind better. But yeah, it's I hate the frozen ice roads. No vision, and that'll kill you. I think the ice roads, or when you get that initial rain and it melts because the ground was a little warmer, and then it freezes and then you get snow on top of it because you don't even see the ice. You don't see the glare, you don't see the shine, nothing. You're driving through snow and all of a sudden, like, you're going sideways 45 degrees and you're like, what the hell just happened? So if you're in, obviously we missed it because it broke up with the mountains, but if you live anywhere where you're getting that rain, snow, sleet, freezing stuff, y'all be careful on these roads, because even if you're driving smart, other people are not driving smart, and people get in a rush, they get careless. No, it's not fun. That's how people lose their lives or they get hurt. I don't know why this car is up my butt. There literally are cars in front of me. Like, you have nowhere to go. Yeah, you can go in the other lane, stupid. That's fine. Oh, you're texting and driving while in the wind. Good job. Oh, my wife finally found a good dash cam. I'm watching Stupid Boy because he's trying to weave between pickup trucks. He's weaving between work trucks, flatbeds, and F-250s in a Honda. Look, I love Hondas. They're great little cars and they're super fast. But if you get crunched up between a flatbed and a 250, there'll be no Honda. It's going to be a tin can with you as the content. So yeah, not a smart guy. It's windy here today. Hey, farmer, what's going on? So look, if you're making the trips and you're driving, even if you're just driving to work today, or you have to go get groceries or whatever, running, you know, dealing with life. If you've never taken the Smith driving school or any Kellyville or any of the safety driving or even tactical driving, and yes, I had one company put us through a tactical driving course because they said, you might be a kidnap victim if we send you to certain countries because you represent our company. So we're going to teach you how to evade. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know, as a young guy hearing that shit. In any case, they use the acronym All Good Kids Love Milk. And I'll leave you with this one. I'll do another video separately. So aim high in steering. In other words, don't look at the plate in front of you. Look further down the road so you see what's coming. What was G? Oh, hell. It's aim high in steering. Look at your mirrors. Leave yourself an out. And, you know, it's basically 4 or 5 tips to remind you to keep your awareness while you're driving, especially in bad conditions. So I'm trying to remember what it was. Aim high in steering. Oh, give yourself an out, which means leave yourself room to the sides or the front or back to maneuver. So if someone gets in a wreck in front of you and you left room to the right, or you have a clear shoulder, you can go out and be aware of your openings. Keep your eyes moving was K, which is check your mirrors, look at your blind spots. Shoot. I can't remember the other two. I'm going to have to look it up now. But anyway, point being, keep your awareness up, reduce your speed, give yourself room between yourself and the other vehicles so you don't get smacked up. Hey, Jory, good morning. Make sure you have an emergency bag, obviously. We talk about the bag. We talk about the go bags and the car bags a lot, and we don't talk about how not to get in an accident or get in a bad situation in the first place. And I think maybe all the creators of Four Horsemen vision, we may need to have that conversation of how not to get in trouble in the first place so you don't have to deploy a pew, or you don't need the go bag because you planned ahead and you were already at a safe space before you, whatever the hell happened. It's hard to always forecast that, right? You know, aliens come out of space. Who the hell thought that was going to happen? Definitely not on the weather report. But preemptively avoiding problems is a good thing. So if you plan out your trips, make sure your tank's full. If you know you're going to have to make a scheduled trip, especially a long one, and you don't have the time, go to the oil change place, go to your garage, have them check your fluids, your brakes, your tires, you know, like a Firestone, whatever, and have them do the quick diagnostic. Fill up the tank before you go, so the morning you leave, you're not, oh shit, I need gas. Oh shit, I forgot to fill the tires. Oh crap. I like to pack all my bags the night before and leave them in the foyer. Even if it's just me traveling and I just have like my duffel bag and my computer bag, and it's a driving trip, it's not even a flight. I like to have everything laid out in my office or in the foyer. I get up in the morning, you know, get my clothes together, and hey, Food Forest, and I'm out the door, and I'm not worried about 20 different little things. Even when we go on road trips for the family, like my wife and I will be gone on a vacation, I actually have a list on my phone of things to check, like make sure the oven's off, check the back windows, put out the dog's food for the pet sitter, don't forget to turn on the alarm, turn off the ovens, little things that people forget, and then you're an hour down the road and you're like, oh shit, did you turn the oven off? Because that's a terrible feeling, because now you're wondering, well, do I go back? And now you spend an hour going out, an hour going back, and now an hour to get where you were in the first place. So you just lost 3 hours turning around. In 3 hours you could be at your destination. So, hey, good morning, Johnny. So, plan out your trips, take your time, and if the weather's really bad, don't hesitate to pull over. Don't say, you know what? I can't see the freaking road. The fog is too bad or the snow is too bad. Get off the freaking road. Pull over, and I have a checklist of things every time I leave the house. Yeah, coffee, absolutely. Because it keeps you organized, right? Because other things happen for trips, especially if it's an emergency, someone got sick. You're thinking of the person, you're not thinking of your trip. And so it's easy to forget things like the extra credit card or having the extra cash or reserving a hotel room. We've done that once where my wife and I got distracted, and we're on the road with the kids at the time, and I'm like, did I reserve a hotel? And she's like, shit. We're already an hour and a half out, and we're like, we didn't get a hotel. So fortunately, she was able to get on the phone, and because I've traveled so much, I'm like a platinum level member in certain hotel chains. So she was like calling, and she gave them my member number, and then they were like, oh yeah, you get priority reservation, which means if somebody doesn't show or doesn't confirm, I kick them, which is pretty cool. Dude, what are you doing? Somebody's having an issue here. There's a dude literally 90 degrees in the middle of the road. Why would you stop there and think? Just pull into the parking lot's empty. Just pull over. Oh, another tip. If you're driving in bad weather and you miss your exit, don't go across 4 lanes to get out. You're going to kill yourself and a bunch of other people. Miss it. Hey, Backtrack Hooligans, good morning. Hey, Loretta. Miss the exit. Just proceed on, keep going, and turn around at your next opportunity. do not, especially in ice and snow, cut across 3 lanes of traffic to try to get out. That is usually how I see people get hurt really badly. Is you cut off the semi that's on the right lane and you miscalculate, there's no way that truck can stop. Even if he sees you and lays on his brakes. No, Coffee, people are stupid, and there's no way to stop. That semi is not going to stop in time, and he's going to smush up your car. And you put a semi against an SUV or a pickup, semi wins every time. And then what's even worse, you may jackknife the semi, and now his ass is all over the road, and now 5 other people are now hurt because of one idiot. People don't think, right? They're like, oh, it's my exit, zoom. I mean, you want to do that and it's 2 a.m. and there's no one on the road? Hey, great, have fun with it. But there's traffic and ice and nobody can see. Don't do that. Why would you do that? Alas, there are stupid people who do it. So, the semi will always win. Actually, I like to bring a handheld CB and I'll talk to the truckers. And a lot of them now are Spanish speaking. There are a lot of, not just Mexican, there have always been Mexican drivers in Texas. They come over the border, drop produce, go back with produced goods and whatnot. But a lot of Honduran, I can tell by the accent. So I'll jump on the walkie-talkies or the CB and I'll talk to these guys. And I'll be, hey, truck 217, are you trying to get to my lane or what are you doing? Because they'll get confused. And let the trucks do their thing. And honestly, I like to follow the trucks at a distance. One, it's called drafting. They're actually making my aerodynamics better when I'm behind them. But 2, they're going to see a problem way before I do typically because they're way up in the air versus where I am in the pickup truck. So if I see him laying on his brakes, I know something's not right. And I have time to either hit my brakes or get off the road. If I have to go into the grass, so be it. So, plan your trips out. Don't do erratic maneuvers in snow and ice. It's just not a good idea. Make sure your car's in good shape and bring extra jackets, right? Even if you think, oh, I won't need the thick coat like I'm wearing today, throw one in the back. I can't tell you how many of the jackets I own today is because I did exactly that. I'm like, oh, I don't need a jacket. And then I got somewhere, the weather changed on me, and I froze my ass for 2 hours, and I'm like, all right, fine, I'm going to go get a jacket. And then I spent, 30, 40, 50 bucks that I shouldn't have had to because I was a dumbass. And I didn't, oh, perfect, look at that, perfect spot right here. But I'm going to block everybody doing this, but there's nobody behind me anyway, so who cares? But yeah, folks, make sure you plan out those trips. Make sure you have what you need in the vehicle. And if the weather turns really sour, just pull over. Don't take the time to, don't think the time you're saving zipping across traffic in bad weather, cutting people off is actually going to make a difference. Yes, plan, absolutely, Vision spot on. We don't do a good job of planning trips as a society. People are used to getting in their car and going. They don't check their vehicle regularly. They don't have a bag in their vehicle. You know how I have maps down here, not only of Texas, I got Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Louisiana, basically the states that are all around Texas. So I know if I go to another state, I already have a map somewhere in here. So anywhere, folks, hey, J-Flow, what's going on? So good morning, Tuck. Good morning, Conserve. Let me see if I can show you one of these maps, if I can get it out, obviously. So, oh, this one's a Texas map, right? But you get these at the truck stops, and these are laminated, so they fold nicely. Remember the paper maps when we were a kid? And your dad would be like, fold this up, son, and an hour later, you finally figured it out. It was like an evil Rubik's Cube map. And no, this one's all laminated. You can even use a wax marker, like the ones you use in school. Not a crayon, but like the wax marker they use for contracting. And you can draw on this damn thing. But look at it. It has... So, I keep that. I keep one for Louisiana, one for Oklahoma. And any state I go to, if I can find one, I grab that too. And so I have this little stash in my driver door console, which is right next to my tourniquet, which now I got them all hung up, which wasn't so smart. Because you never know, people get hurt. I drive about 45 mile per hour on the way to work in the morning or slower. Right, and farmer, yeah, if you're in the country, we had an engineer transfer in from overseas. He's an Australian, and he went to another city and bought himself a used truck. And he's like, yeah, this will be. He's a single guy. He's like, yeah, this will be good. And we warned him, hey, you know, be careful on the roads because the semis and what. He's like, yeah, I'm good. And then he texts all of us, and his front end is tore up. And I'm like, what the hell happened? He said, bloody deer running away. He didn't realize that deer would do kamikaze deer. And he said, I smacked the shit out of that deer, but I broke so his like missing, now he's missing one of his headlights, and he's pissed as shit. He just literally bought the truck like 4 days ago. 4 days before, rather. And he already had smacked it with a deer. And, you know, also understand the animals in the area you're going. You think hitting a deer is bad, go hit a moose. I've seen that happen to one guy when we lived up north. And the fact that he's still alive is impressive because that damn thing is not small. That's like hitting another truck, hitting a moose. So, hey, good morning, Resistance. But folks, look, you guys be safe out there. Be careful. Plan your trips. It's going to be nasty the next 3 days. It's nothing we haven't seen. You know, this is a preparedness community. We kind of already think like that. But take a little extra time, plan out your trips. And if you have teenagers or young drivers, sit with them. Don't make it about prepping and then they get all weird. No, sit down and say, hey, let's plan out your trip because the weather's bad. You know, just in case so you don't break down. Oh, okay, when you present it like that, now it's not prepping, it's planning. It's the same shit. You and I know that. But you're packaging it differently to make the audience more receptive, if that makes sense. It's like when you buy food in bulk, you could be prepping or you can be saving in bulk pricing. So those of you who have a husband or wife think, oh, you're being crazy because you buy big packs of meat and food saver it. No. I buy in bulk. My cost per pound of chicken is X less than what it was before. I freeze the rest. Ta-da, or you can it, ta-da, I save money. You package it differently and people listen a lot more. Anyway, folks, be good, be safe out there. You guys stay out of trouble, plan your trips. And I don't know if Mike made it home yet. I think Hudson goes on this afternoon. I have a premiere that's supposed to go on this afternoon if I didn't fuck it up and put it in the wrong day, which I've done recently. Trent, you don't go on till tomorrow, correct? I think yeah, because you go on Thursdays. I'm a day off. Damn, it's Wednesday already. What the hell? All right, anyway, you guys be good, be safe. He did make it home? Okay, bueno. You guys be good, be safe. Plan your trips, even if it's just to the grocery store. And take care of yourselves. Be careful out there. We'll see you later.